Monique Terrell, step away from the line, now.
Who the hell are you?
We know what you've been doing. Remember those items you stole?
I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
Yeah, you do. You need to come speak with us now.
I'm at work. You can't be doing this right now.
You got 2 seconds to turn around.
The body cam footage from that Tuesday afternoon would later be reviewed by federal prosecutors, TSA administrators, and eventually a federal judge, one who would hand down one of the harshest sentences in TSA theft history. What Monique Terrell didn't know was that the passenger whose belongings she had casually pocketed was Special Agent Danielle Parsons of the Department of Homeland Security Office of Inspector General. Agent Parsons had been conducting integrity testing operations at major airports for over a decade. And Monique had just become her most significant case. The investigation would uncover a theft operation spanning 3 years across 47 airports. 23 victims would be identified. Over $127,000 in stolen property would be cataloged. And Monique Terrell, a 14-year TSA veteran, shift supervisor, and mother of 2, would be sentenced to 7 years in federal prison. Before we continue, have you ever had something stolen from your luggage? Type yes or no in the comments. And if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, now's the time. We hold authority figures accountable every single week. Monique Denise Terrell was born in 1982 in East Point, Georgia, a working-class suburb just south of Atlanta. Her mother worked double shifts as a hotel housekeeper at the Marriott near the airport. Her father drove delivery trucks until his back gave out in 2001. Growing up, Monique watched planes take off from Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport every single day from her bedroom window. The roar of jet engines became the soundtrack of her childhood. She graduated from Tri-Cities High School in 2000, with dreams of becoming a flight attendant. But life had other plans. At 19, she was pregnant. At 20, she was working checkout at a Kroger, earning $7.25 an hour. Then in September 2009, the Transportation Security Administration was hiring. Starting salary, $29,000. More money than Monique had ever seen. She applied, passed the background check, completed training at the Federal Law Enforcement Training Center in Georgia. And on October 15, 2009, she reported for duty at Hartsfield-Jackson. Her mother cried at the graduation ceremony. "My baby's going to protect people now," she told anyone who would listen. "My baby's going to keep this country safe." And for the first few years, that's exactly what Monique did. By 2012, she had been promoted twice. She was earning $41,000 a year. She moved her family into a small house in College Park. Her 2 children were enrolled in decent schools. Supervisors described her as detail-oriented, reliable, a strong leader. In 2015, she was promoted again to Supervisory Transportation Security Officer. She was now responsible for Checkpoint D, one of the busiest security checkpoints in the busiest airport in the world. Hartsfield-Jackson processes over 275,000 passengers every single day. Every one of them sends their belongings through an X-ray machine. And every one of them trusts those belongings will make it safely to the other side. The first documented theft occurred on March 14, 2021. A passenger named Ronald Hutchkins was traveling to Phoenix for his daughter's wedding. Inside his carry-on bag were diamond cufflinks that had belonged to his late father. When he arrived and unpacked, they were gone. He filed a complaint. Footage was reviewed. Nothing conclusive was found. The case was closed. He never got them back. What no one knew at the time was that Monique Terrell had already learned how to steal without getting caught. She knew the camera angles. She knew the blind spots. She knew which operators would look away and which passengers were too distracted to notice. And she understood something else. The system was designed to process complaints, not solve them. Over the next 32 months, 18 more passengers would report thefts. watches, jewelry, cash, electronics. Each case followed the same pattern. Reviewed. Closed. Monique wasn't just stealing. She was exploiting a system built on trust. That trust was about to be tested. In November 2023, the Department of Homeland Security received a report. Theft complaints at Hartsfield-Jackson had increased by 340%. All signs pointed to one place. Checkpoint D. Special Agent Danielle Parsons was assigned. She had spent 11 years as an investigator. She was methodical, patient, and very good at her job. She reviewed every complaint, built timelines, cross-referenced shift schedules, and one name appeared every time: Monique Terrell. But suspicion wasn't enough. She needed proof. So on December 4, 2023, she began integrity testing. She would pass through security like a normal passenger, with valuable items inside her bag, tracked, logged, and monitored. First test, a wallet with $400. Nothing missing. Second test, headphones. Still nothing. Again and again. Nothing. Then she noticed something. Monique always requested Tuesday and Thursday afternoon shifts. Peak hours. Busy travelers. High-value items. She wasn't just stealing. She was scheduling it. On January 9, 2024, Agent Parsons ran one final test. Inside her bag, a Rolex Submariner watch. Hidden inside it, a GPS tracker. She passed through checkpoint D, collected her bag, walked away, then checked her phone. The watch was moving, but not toward her gate, not toward baggage claim, toward the TSA break room. She smiled. She had her evidence. At 3:47 p.m., Agent Parsons returned. With two investigators. Monique Terrell, step away from the line. Everything stopped. Passengers froze. Phones came out. "We know what you've been doing," Parsons said. 3 years. 23 victims. Monique's face went pale. She was handcuffed. In front of everyone. Inside her locker. They found the Rolex. Still there. Hours later, investigators searched her home. Inside a shoebox, they found stolen items, jewelry, cash, electronics, and a notebook. A detailed guide on how to steal, camera blind spots, passenger behavior, trusted colleagues. It was everything. Monique was arrested, charged, and taken to federal custody. Over 6 weeks. Investigators built the case. 47 theft complaints. 23 confirmed victims. Losses totaling $127,400. The victims ranged in age from 26 to 73. From different states, even different countries. Some losses couldn't be replaced. A military medal. A wedding band. Years of research. "It's not just the money," one victim said. "It's the betrayal." Then came the final piece of evidence. A burner phone. Inside it, text messages. She had been selling stolen items. This wasn't random. This was organized. A business. On March 15, 2024, Monique Terrell was indicted. 23 counts of theft. The trial began in September. Witnesses testified. Evidence was presented. Victims spoke. "I trusted her," one said. And she violated that trust. On September 13, the verdict came. Guilty. On all counts. She showed no reaction. Her mother broke down in tears. On November 8th, the judge delivered the sentence. You betrayed public trust, she said. Deliberately. Systematically. Monique Terrell was sentenced to 7 years in federal prison. She was ordered to repay $127,400. Her career was over, her credentials revoked. As she was led away in handcuffs, she finally broke. I'm sorry, she said. Mama. I'm so sorry. Her mother said nothing. Today, hundreds of thousands of passengers pass through airport security every day. They place their belongings on conveyor belts. And they trust someone will protect them. Most of the time, that trust is honored. But this case is a reminder. That trust must be verified. That systems can be exploited. And that sometimes, the people meant to protect us are the ones we need protection from.